Welcome back to episode 3 of Tech Headlines Today, where we bring you the top tech headlines in an easy listening podcast. Go ahead and subscribe or follow, and let's get into it. Israeli startup AIDoc is helping emergency rooms lighten their load amidst the Omicron spike. In partnership with Novant Health, Israeli startup AIDoc has been soaring high with its 10.3 million scans in the past year. Novant Health expanded its delivery of patient care by innovations. AIDoc is a leading provider of enterprise-grade IT solutions for medical imaging. Also, it helps providers by flagging patients with suspected acute conditions in real time. The AIDoc technology allows physicians to identify and prioritize such patients and provide rapid life-saving treatments more quickly. With the recent rise of the Omicron variant, the use of AIDoc is very essential to the hospital emergency room, enabling radiologists and hospital providers to facilitate care for tens of thousands of patients and lighten the workload of hospital providers. China selects pilot zones and application areas for blockchain project. According to a joint government statement on Sunday, China has selected 15 pilot zones and identified several application areas to, quote, carry out the innovative application of blockchain. The statement was jointly issued by 16 governmental bodies, including the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, the Central Bank, the National Energy Administration, and China Securities Regulatory Commission. The pilot zones include regions of China's major cities, respectively. Apart from the pilot zones, 164 entries, including hospitals, universities, and companies, were selected to carry out blockchain pilot projects. The entities will conduct the projects in manufacturing, energy, government and tax services, law, education, health, trade, finance, and cross-border finance. Each area's cyberspace administration aims to promote data sharing, optimize business processes, reduce operating costs, and improve collaboration efficiency in building a credible system. Life360 plans to limit its sale of location data. Life360 has told shareholders that it will no longer sell precise location data gathered from its 35 million users, but will continue to offer aggregate information to a couple of existing partners. Life360 says that its deal with Placer.ai will not affect the data from Tile and Geobit devices and will never be sold or monetized. The markup also revealed that Life360 sells data on kids' and families' whereabouts to approximately a dozen data brokers who have sold data to virtually anyone who wants to buy it. It failed to safeguard its users' privacy adequately. In addition, Life360 says they began terminating their relationships with all other local data partners except for Allstate. AT&T adds $45 a month unlimited prepaid plan with 5G that you can only get at Walmart. AT&T has a new unlimited max prepaid plan with 5G, and it's available at Walmart exclusively for $45 a month. The plan comes with unlimited 5G data, unlimited talk and text, 100 gig of cloud storage, HD streaming, and 10 gigs of mobile hotspot data. The Walmart-only unlimited max plan does allow for HD streaming, however it streams in standard definition by default. You can stream in HD by turning off the Stream Saver on AT&T's prepaid site or by calling 611. For comparison, several standard prepaid unlimited 5G plans, like Metro by T-Mobile, is $50 a month. AT&T is also offering other prepaid plans at a discount if activated at Walmart. This includes its 15 gig plan for $35 a month instead of $40, as well as its 5 gig plan for $25 a month instead of $30. In addition, the carrier is also offering prepaid phones at a discount. The Motorola Moto G Pure is $19, the Samsung Galaxy A03s for $29, the A12 for $69, the iPhone SE for $149, and the iPhone 11 for $299. AT&T also has 3 5G devices available at Walmart, but they do not come with a discount. What is C-band? Here's what a new 5G flavor means for AT&T and Verizon users. It may be hard to imagine after weeks of drama over new C-band 5G wireless possibly interfering with aircraft radar altimeters, but C-band is also a thing on the ground, and for AT&T and Verizon users in the right places, it can be a good thing. The C-band frequencies carriers enabled on January 19th, with downloads of multiple hundreds of megabits per second, help fill a gap between millimeter wave 5G with exceptionally fast speeds in exceptionally few places, and low-band 5G that reaches far wider but didn't run much faster than 4G. The upgrades are real. Reddit users have been posting C-band speed tests showing downloads of 400 megabits to 800 megabits. Verizon says iPhone 12 and 13 models, as well as Samsung Galaxy's S21, Flip 3, and Fold 3 series support C-band, with support coming to unspecified other 5G models via software update. Verizon users also need a compatible plan. AT&T supports C-band on the same phones as Verizon, plus Google's Pixel 6 series. Its current unlimited data plans cover C-band, but its limited data plans do not. AT&T doesn't sell 5G home broadband, although CEO John Stankey has suggested that it could be an eventual upgrade for people on the slow digital subscriber line connections that it stopped selling in 2020. Both AT&T and Verizon's C-band coverage remains limited near airports. Some macOS 12.2 users experiencing Bluetooth-related battery drain issues during sleep mode. Apple released macOS Monterey 12.2 earlier this week, and some Mac users who have installed the software update are experiencing excessive battery drain during sleep mode, seemingly due to Bluetooth accessories frequently waking up the computer. The issue has been reported by users across the Mac Rumors forums, Reddit, and Twitter over the last several days, but it is unclear how widespread it truly is. Affected users say their Mac's battery life drops from 100% to 0 while in sleep mode overnight since updating to OS 12.2. A few users tried to identify the cause in terminal and found that Bluetooth accessories are frequently causing a, quote, dark wake after deep idle that results in the Mac repeatedly waking from sleep, which drains the battery. The issue appears to be affecting both Intel-based Macs and M1-based Macs. Users report that this issue ceases when Bluetooth is disabled or when all Bluetooth accessories are disconnected, but this is still not an ideal solution. Nearly all NFTs created with OpenSea's free minting tool are either fake, plagiarized, or spam. A free, non-fungible token minting tool from OpenSea, one of the largest NFT marketplaces online, is being overwhelmingly misused to commit fraud and create spam, the company said on Thursday. The disclosure, spotted by Vice News, was made to justify a recent policy change from OpenSea, which just hours earlier announced that users would now only be able to, quote, mint or create up to 5 collections with 50 NFTs per collection using its free feature. The decision was met by backlash from its community, with users complaining that they were unable to open their collections or upload new work, leading OpenSea to scrap the limit and apologize to its users all in the same day. OpenSea's revelation highlights the growing problem artists and photographers are facing over NFTs. Scammers and bots have targeted countless of these creators, stealing their artwork and uploading it to the marketplaces like OpenSea to create collections and take a profit. According to Petapixel, some creators have complained that OpenSea is slow to process takedown requests and offers poor support to victims of theft and fraud. On Thursday, the company said it was working on several solutions to support its creators and prevent bad actors from abusing the free tool. Virgin Media O2 plans fiber joint venture in broadband push. Britain's Virgin Media O2 plans to launch a fiber network building joint venture with owners Liberty Global and Telefonica SA. They aim to take on BT Group plc in the high-speed broadband market. The new company is seeking a substantial sum from third-party investors, and the external capital injection could eventually total as much as £1 billion, or $1.34 billion, another report from Sky News said. Last year, the British cable and mobile provider said it would upgrade its entire network, serving 15.5 million premises to full fiber by 2028. The FCC is ready to spend $1.2 billion on rural broadband developments. The Federal Communications Commission is ready to support broadband deployments to 1 million people across 32 states, with a $1.2 billion commitment to the Rural Digital Opportunity Fund. The Commission announced in July 2021 that it wanted to, quote, clean up the Rural Digital Opportunity Fund after it discovered that internet service providers had accepted funds to deploy broadband in urban areas or in places where high-speed internet was already available. The FCC is planning to implement additional oversights for the fund recipients. The Commission says it will be 1. Increasing audits and verification of support recipients, 2. Increasing audits and verifications of large and higher risk support recipients, and 3. Increasing program transparency. FCC Chairwoman Jessica Rosenworcel said in the statement, Today's announcement means more connectivity is coming to consumers, while we continue our commitment to make sure that funding goes to areas that truly need it. Business execs see hiring as top issue in 2022, even as pandemic wanes. The PricewaterhouseCoopers professional services firm conducted an online survey of 678 C-suite executives, including CEOs, CFOs, COOs, tax and audit executives, and corporate board members. The survey, which took place from January 1 to January 14th, also revealed most executives feel good about their organization's prospects for 2022, although many expect inflation will remain elevated. Workers often quit because they feel they've hit a corporate ceiling. Aside from pandemic-related concerns, more than 3/4 of respondents said their ability to hire and retain talent is the most critical factor, and the most significant risk they face in reaching corporate growth goals in 2022. And notably, 88% of board members see hiring and retaining talent as, quote, very important to a company's prospects. That subject is atypical in the corporate boardroom. There's a very high sense of optimism in 2022 regarding growth and high-quality earnings. The top 4 topics on the minds of CEOs, according to the PwC survey, were, quote, talent, transactions or M&A activity, digital transformation, and trust. 1 year on, and Apple developers still love Apple Silicon Macs. After a year of transition to Apple Silicon Macs, it has become the computer of choice to get work done. Apple posted a record of Q1 2022 revenue, which hit an eye-watering $123.9 billion. Services revenue reached $19.5 billion, and Apple has over 785 million paid subscriptions. Mac sales reached an all-time revenue record of $10.9 billion, up 25%, driven by Apple's transition to Apple Silicon and turning the platform into the fastest-growing part of the business. We expect Apple will introduce an Apple Silicon-powered Mac Pro probably this year. The processors inside these systems will likely be faster and pack more performance for high-end tasks than ever before. We anticipate that Apple will increase the number of cores packed inside these chips. The company will certainly improve energy efficiency. Brian O'Neill Hughes, Rich Siegel, Ken Case, and others agree that Apple's Silicon Mac is a, quote, true beast for its magic neural network processing and can attract machine learning scientists and 3D artists. IBM sheds some Watson Health assets, refocuses on AI and cloud. IBM will hand healthcare data and analytics assets from its Watson Health business to private equity firm Francisco Partners in a deal reportedly worth around $1 billion. In December 2021, Microsoft won regulatory approval from the European Union for its $19.7 billion acquisition of Nuance Communications, whose AI-based transcription platform primarily serves healthcare providers. The latest sale is a sign that IBM is serious about refocusing on its core platform-based hybrid cloud and its AI activities, which go beyond Watson. Also, IBM has partnered with Adobe to offer its public cloud customers and users of the Red Hat OpenShift container platform access to Adobe Experience Cloud. Although the future of Watson Health barely got a mention in the conference call to discuss the company's fourth quarter results on the 24th of this month, IBM CEO Arvind Krishna was more forthcoming about the role of Watson in the company's future. He said that the company had enhanced the natural language processing feature of Watson's Discovery and search and text analytics platform for mining enterprise data. Watson Discovery is one of 8 pre-built Watson applications that IBM offers for searching, translating, speaking, and understanding the text in the enterprise. In addition, Krishna said, we're also combining and integrating products such as Turbonomic, Istana, and Watson IOPS to offer a complete set of AI-powered automation software to address the significant demand. Elliott and Vista nears $13 billion deal to buy Citrix. Elliott Management Corp and Vista Equity Partners are close to buying Citrix Systems in a deal that values the U.S. cloud computing company at about $13 billion. As early this week, the deal's announcement will come after Elliott and Vista jointly tapped the loan market to fund their cash bid for Citrix at $104 per share. Once taking Citrix private, Vista plans to merge it with Tibco, another data analytics software firm it owns. Citrix products allow employees of companies to access their network remotely. However, it failed to capitalize on the rise of remote work during the COVID-19 pandemic because it spent too much on its sales force and too little on its distribution partners. David Henshaw had served as Citrix CEO since 2017, and he stepped down last month. The physics of the N95 face mask. The N95 face mask can block a potentially virus-carrying respiratory blob. Many factors make the prized N95 mask so unique. The fibers in an N95 mask are electrically charged, which is suitable for stopping electronically charged objects. To keep the wearer from inhaling them, the fiber in the mask attracts those droplets. It is made of a, quote, electret material, which means electric and magnetic. Therefore, the electric fibers in the N95 mask not only block small particles by, quote, getting in the way, they can also attract them with their electric properties. What's the deal with anti-cheat software in online games? An increasingly vocal subset of gamers is concerned that the anti-cheat software meant to detect and ban cheaters has become overly broad and invasive, posing a considerable threat to their privacy and system integrity. Anti-cheat systems are heading to the kernel in part because that's where the cheaters are. Working in the kernel is difficult. It's more specialized and requires loads of quality assurance testing because the potential impact of harmful code is so much more drastic, leading to increased expense. But to many gamers, who pushed into the kernel first? They worry that an anti-cheat kernel driver could secretly spy on them or create exploitable vulnerabilities in their PCs. Whatever the case, kernel drivers or the absence thereof are only a piece of the puzzle that keeps multiplayer games fair. And that wraps up this episode of Tech Headlines Today. Please subscribe and we'll see you tomorrow.